Welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is the 17th of September. Happy 17th day to each and every one of you. And on today's podcast, guys, we will be discussing the posts from yesterday. One in particular, which I find most interesting, coming at us from Absolute 1776, our fellow friend. The time for an alien invasion jokes are now at an end. It looks like these crazy you-know-whats are actually going to do this, and we may want to pay attention and stay vigilant. I will leave it at that, guys. This is a very well-detailed thread breaking down the post from yesterday. I can only imagine what they have stored for the American people and the people of this planet, because remember, as 17 tells us, all assets will be deployed the next 50 days. This is a 50-day countdown. Anything can happen, anything can take place. So remember, if you see something, say something, and let's stay vigilant, my friends. Remember, guys, it is always an honor for me to be on the front lines with each and every one of you, day in and day out, because in the end, guys, where we go one, we go all. Hey guys, hope you're doing good. Let me tell you about my sponsor, Noble Gold. You know, life has never looked so uncertain as it does right now. Across the U.S., people are being paralyzed into indecision. So many people humming and hawing about everything, feeling flustered with all of these shutdowns, avoiding that issue, the money one. But bleak as it might look, there may be a silver or even gold lining. If you've worked for years before CV, you could have a 401k sitting around gathering dust, or even an old IRA that we could help with. Working for your old company when it could be working for you. We're not talking peanuts either. Some plans have thousands of dollars in them. All your 401k plans. Look into this, please. To find out more about unlocking your own hidden treasure, call the team at Noble Gold at 877-646-5347. And if that's not an incentive enough, Noble Gold is giving away the U.S. Mint's own solid silver 5-ounce $1 Apollo 11 moon landing coin when you sign up today for a gold or silver IRA. I have one. It's so worth it right now to jump on the phone and deal with this by calling 877-646-5347 now. Please, guys, jump on this opportunity. They will help you out. It's a great company and they support True Reporting, and you get an awesome coin in the meantime, my friends. So again, thank you for choosing Noble Gold, and I hope you enjoy the podcast. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Before we get into today's show, would you please go ahead and subscribe to my backup channel, True Reporting 2.0. Censorship is on the rise, and we all know that anything could take place, especially the main channel being taken down. So please do your part and subscribe to my backup channel, True Reporting 2.0. And guys, please follow me on Twitter at True Reporting. You can follow me on Parler at True Reporting 1985. And finally, guys, please go ahead and leave a like on this video. The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. And with that being said, friends, let's go ahead and hop into it together. This is True Reporting. So, Absolute 1776 has done it again, a breakdown of yesterday's post. We talked about it on the live stream yesterday, and we just couldn't wrap our heads around it, but I think he has broken it down quite nicely. It goes on to say the time for an alien invasion jokes are at its end. It looks like these crazy bastards are actually going to do this, and we may want to pay attention and stay vigilant. Disney is a distraction. Sky is falling weak, both in quotations. The Department of Defense admits that DEWs actually exist. Pay close attention, guys. So 11/12/17, Disney is a distraction. 2/9/19, D sky is falling, push to public, scare to control, projection, public awakening. 9/23/18, follow this timeline, guys. Prepare for sky is falling weak, and we touched on this yesterday, as I said on the live stream. Prepare for sky is falling weak, 17. Then we had a post yesterday, all correlating with what I just spoke on. Post 4730, we see the Mickey Mouse watch. We broke down that yesterday. This is an actual item that is being sold on Amazon. A lot of people are saying the arms are reversed, the feet are backwards, and the red minute markings have actually been photoshopped. That is not true. This is an actual item. This is exactly how it looks. So I'm just pointing that out to you as we move forward. Now, he brings this up to speed. This was actually a post yesterday that came right after that 17 post, and it was from @Disney. Remember, Disney is a distraction. Family is there for you when you guessed it, when the sky is falling and we see the Disney Pixar movie Chicken Little. This may sound conspiratorial, guys, but just stay focused with me. I can promise you it makes sense in the end, and that was actually from Julian's Rum. He goes on to say, this VK post from 227, combined with drop 4720 and his current banner are curious. All show 1010. VK changed his banner mere hours before this drop. We're talking about Vincent Kennedy, a massive following on Twitter, so please follow him @VincentCrypt46. Again, VK changed his banner mere hours before this drop, by the way. Also, 227/2020, 10:29 a.m. equals these various ones. Here we go. 10:10 a.m., 10:10 wins. Then we can see this. The clock of the hands of the mouse are pointing at 10:10. The light switch is on. Are we about to shine the light on Disney? Are we about to expose it? What does this mean, right, guys? More 10:10 coincidences here. Space Force was founded December 20th. 20 equals 10:10. We need to keep in mind that the majority of all elites, all of these people who are occultists, these people who believe in spirit cooking, they believe in numerology. When things happen like Pearl Harbor or Hiroshima, they're all founded on strange dates because a lot of these occultists believe in numerology and it actually pleases their deities. Just keep that in mind. So he goes on to say, this model set is kind of inconsequential, but I found that the 1010/UFO association to be a little nod from the universe. 4730 also creates a 77, 7 times 2. And look at 1010, the drop. As we can see here, founded United States Space Force, 20 equals 1010, December 20th. 9/1/1982 equals 10/10/10. September 1st, 1982. Now, 77 is the size of the spacecraft. Very interesting, right? Brand of Bush, we could see here, UFO, the electronic kits. I guess these are drones. Bush 1010 UFO flight saucer with Figs HO scale building kit. Bush 1010. Just keep these numbers in mind, guys. It all reflects. 4730 equals 14. 14 also equals 7 plus 7. Numerology, right? We go to post 1010. Money, power, control. These are the things we need to pay attention to right here. People are simply in the way. Mass existential events designed to decrease threat levels of population. Wow. Election rigging. The V word, not all. Enough is enough. This is all from post 1010. Massive drops, right? And major synchronicities. The original Space Command was founded in 1977, which is the same exact year Close Encounters of the Third Kind was released. Oddly enough, and kind of under the radar, Disney now owns the rights to the Alien franchise. Guys, I wanted to touch base on this before we get back into the thread. Disney files patent for futuristic holograms. This is back in 2018. Disney has filed a new patent that could be related to the futuristic holograms seen in the Star Wars universe and other intellectual properties the company owns. Guys, what actually is Disney? I feel like they're this weaponized conglomerate that has more to the eye than we will ever know. They're multi-billionaires, and think about the ties to the NAZIs, right? A lot to do with that. The Disney patent describes how an image can be projected to appear as if it is floating in, you guessed it, space. According to a report by the Orlando Business Journal, The patent states, today there is a growing demand for displays with exciting and eye-catching visual effects. For example, there is a growing trend using 3D projection techniques in theaters and amusement parks, and in-home entertainment systems including video games and computer-based displays. The floating image, floating, may be 2D or 3D. It may be presented in a still or video format, in space, or near to a display pedestal or a prop provided in the viewing area. Examples of such floating images or hologram-like effects, including a floating talking head, a floating control panel. How about a floating spaceship that's shooting down a fake direct energy weapon? Guys, this is no longer conspiratorial. The Department of Defense has come out with this saying that, hey, these things are real. Remember, through 2020, we were told through 17 that there could be cures, technologies revealed, so on and so forth. We are about to witness something that we have never witnessed before, and I think, again, I must reiterate on this, if something like this were to occur during 2020, I don't think many people could handle it at all. It would cause mass hysteria. And again, what is Disney? They're not just making movies, they're doing something dastardly, I can tell you. The viewer, listen to this, guys, the viewer may also be able to walk near it or even around it in some cases. The displayed image. And some embodiments provide the viewer with interaction options that can cause the image to change based on the interaction of us getting near it. These things are almost aware of us. We all know about AI. I mean, come on, look how far that's come. It's weaponized. All of it is weaponized, and I wanted to share this with you that maybe, just maybe, they could throw something out of left field at us that would cause mass hysteria. Now let's get back into the thread from absolute conviction. Now think of this. How fast was POTUS to get Space Force up and running? How often have we been launching up new rockets by way of SpaceX? X also equals 10, of course. Those ain't satellites. Dragon, you say? Illumination, you say? As in something like dark to light? Dragon symbolism, wisdom, metaphysical, knowledge, majesty, supernatural, protection, elemental magic, grounded energy, luminous, indomitable spirit and strength, insight, divine illumination, invisibility. Now you're probably asking, Thomas, what are you talking about dragon symbolism? Well, as we can see here, spacelight101.com, Dragon cargo version. These are actual names of the commercial orbital vehicle operated by Space Exploration Technologies, SpaceX, sent up into the sky. Dragon is actually the name of what he is actually talking about. So as we move forward, how about 5x5? What if 5x5 is literally this simple? A comms razor here. Space, 5 letters. Force, 5 letters. 5x5. Or, ever heard of the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter? It happened in 1955, 10-10. Right back at it. And it happened in California. What is this, you may ask? The Kelly Hopkinsville encounter. The Kelly Hopkinsville encounter, aka the Goblin's case, was a UFO close encounter with extraterrestrial beings in 1955 near Kelly and Hopkinsville in Christian County, Kentucky, United States. UFOologists regard it as one of the most significant and well-documented cases in the history of UFO incidences. While skeptics say that the reports were due to, in quote, the effects of excitement and misidentification of natural phenomena such as meteors and, in quote, owls, the United States Air Force classified the alleged incidents as a hoax in the, you guessed it, Project Blue Book files. So, going back to the thread, for those unaware, Chicken Little is about an alien invasion, and it was released on November 4th, 2005, or 11/4. Remember, when we go back up here to the beginning of the thread, Chicken Little, family is there for you when the sky is falling, and that was tweeted out by Disney. After ruining his reputation with the town, a courageous chicken must come to the rescue of his fellow citizens when aliens start an invasion. That is the actual depiction of the movie Chicken Little. Then we can see here the release date was November 4th, 2005. 11/4. What is interesting here is 11-4 is mentioned in drop 34 or 7, which ties right into all of these other 7s. And again, Chicken Little was released on 11-4-05, 11-4, and another 7. Now we all know what this 34 post is. My fellow Americans, over the course of the next several days, you will undoubtedly realize that we are taking back our great country, the land of the free, from the evil tyrants that wish to do us harm and destroy the last remaining refuge of shining light. On POTUS's order, we have initiated certain fail-safes that shall safeguard the public from the primary fallout which is slated to occur on 11-3. That is Election Day. And think about the 50-day siege they are doing outside of the White House. I don't know if it's taking place because of the hurricane that's near us, but it will end on 11-3, and I'm talking about the fallout. Upon the arrest announcements of Mr. Podesta, actionable on 11-4. Confirmation to the public of what is occurring will then be revealed and will not be openly accepted. Public riots are being organized, which they are, in serious numbers in an effort to prevent the arrest and capture of more senior public officials. On POTUS's order, a state of temporary military control will be actioned and special ops carried out. Think of Attorney General William Barr with these seditions that could be coming out. Remember, anything that happens with these violent protesters or agitators, they will be hit with sedition. False leaks have been made to retain several within the confines of the United States to prevent extradition and special operator necessity. Rest assured, the safety and well-being of every man, woman, and child of this country is being exhausted in full. However, the atmosphere within the country will unfortunately be divided as so many have fallen for the corrupt and evil narrative that has long been broadcasted. We will be initiating the emergency broadcast system during this time in an effort to provide a direct message avoiding the fake news to all citizens. Organizations and or people that wish to do us harm during this time will be met with swift fury. Certain laws have been pre-lifted to provide our great military the necessary authority to handle and conduct these operations at home and abroad. Again, this is post 34. Now, post 4730, 4730 equals 14, 14 equals 77. 77 spacecraft, September 1st. This is when it was all coming in. The Air Force Space Command was created, founded December 20th, Space Force. Are they going to attempt something this massive as a faked alien invasion? I don't even know what the outcome of this would be. Mass hysteria, maybe. I don't know what their plan is. But could they actually be bringing in evil entities? I don't know. Again, this sounds conspiratorial, but what has occurred in 2020? Would you even be surprised at this point? So, we have DEWs acknowledged, UFOs being acknowledged, the Disney post containing Chicken Little. Chicken Little released 11-4. Chicken Little is about an alien invasion. The 10-10 comms and synchronicities. The rush to get Space Force up and running. Bigger than you can imagine. More than selling of the United States secrets. More than selling of United States security. More than selling of military technology. More than selling of CA assets. It's more than selling of the NSA bulk data collection program. More than selling of the uranium. More than selling of the U.S. space national security programs and positions. More of the selling of U.S. aid and more than selling of SAPs. Crimes against humanity. Guys, bigger than you can imagine. Fireworks. Remember this? Remember this post? Bigger than you can imagine. Again, this is all part of it. This is what they're talking about. I believe that they could possibly pull a Project Bluebeam mass hysteria card just to absolutely cause mayhem and destruction any way out. Remember, guys, all assets are deployed. Drop 443. Why is space so critical to, in quote, national security? It's simple. Because they intend to use space to complete their insurrection against America. Do you see what I'm laying out here? Look at this, guys. So this is from Anonymous back in December of 2017. I am from SoCal. Everybody worked their butt off to win in space. So many people that made a lot of money in the 70s till the 80s. It was a dream to make your country the greatest on earth. So many dreams destroyed. A fountain of talent squashed and sold out. It really hurts. We really cried when we watched each shuttle launch and knew we did that. Look at this, guys, from that same date. Message back. UFO put out to distract from drops. 17. It's coming back in a big way. Space is critical to our national security. Was terminated for a specific reason. Godspeed, patriots. Folks, we do have more than we know. Lockdowns are in effect to keep us home because, in quote, they could spring this anytime now. Space Force was instituted quickly for a very serious reason. Disclosing DEWs was part of the show. You have more than you know. Nothing can stop what is coming. Fireworks, enjoy the show, and bigger than you can imagine. Bloody hell, I'm certain we will see arrest, but all of that is a show and a smokescreen. Space Force buildup, Trump referencing in quote a brilliant flash of light when CV began. All the fires equals smoke and haze, basically a giant movie screen. I don't say this to fearmonger, but I really think they are going to do it. I think Vincent Crip 46 nailed it here. The best guest. DEW used to start fires to lay down the haze to prep. DEW to be used as, in quote, projectors to simulate an alien invasion. The sky is falling weak. In my honest opinion, these sick bastards are going to pull the trigger on a fake alien invasion, and the clues have been right there the entire time. Stock up, stay frosty, and attach your armor. Understand the cabal being destroyed has been in place for thousands of years. Their darkness and systemic oppression of light and truth is nearing its end, and they will do anything to keep the power, up to and including a fake alien invasion. Remember, watch California has also been said, and I believe California is ground zero for this invasion. Guys, think of how tense everyone is. We are so polarized. People are afraid to leave their houses. People don't understand what's going on for fear that they may die. A lot of people are riddled with anxiety, depression. The suicide rate is up. People have lost almost everything because of this CV virus. Now just imagine if you dumped on an alien invasion on top of this. Mass hysteria, no doubt about it. Finishing his statement, he goes on to say, I believe California is ground zero for this, in quote, invasion. You know, with Hollywood and all. But see, POTUS always knows. Always. And this is where Space Force comes in. 17 said at some point the narrative will flip and POTUS will have overwhelming support. How will this happen? Arrest? Justice? Probably not. But I'd say Space Force kicking an alien invasion and saving America, the world, would accomplish just that. And in quick order, no less. There is no way that could be spun. Don't underestimate what a concerned opponent will do. And just remember, God wins, and we will be protected in case this goes down. Recite this once a day. Take my word on that. Love and light, patriots. And I will end by saying this. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of the wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having girded your waist with truth, having put it on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, with which you will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, being watchful to this end with all perseverance and supplication for all the saints and for me, that utterance may be given to me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains, that in it may speak boldly as I ought to speak. Guys, Could they pull this on us? Remember what I just said. We are so tense, depressed. We are oppressed right now, guys. And if they dropped an alien invasion on our heads, I don't understand how people would react. I think it would actually be mass hysteria. And what else would they be able to do? This strategically placed plan in which the White Hats have placed over all of the cabal could be foiled. I don't think that's going to come to fruition, but anything is possible, guys, and that's why we need to put on the armor of God. I think that they could try this. We'll have to wait and see, but this theory is phenomenal, and I suggest that you share it. Guys, if you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to this channel. You can follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. Don't forget to leave a like. Remember, guys, it is always an honor for me to be on the front lines with each and every one of you day in and day out. Because in the end, where we go one, we go all. Guys, if you found what you just watched informative and you enjoyed it, then please subscribe to the True Reporting family today. There are many ways to support this channel, like our Patreon link, our PayPal link, and our TRUreporting.us official website link in the description box below. Join the True Reporting family today and be a part of history, because where we go one, we go all.